Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Today I have Chelsea Crystal Palace. We're back home from Wales. It was good. I'm going to
We stay in the dining room. Oh, that was nice.
Okay.
Without breaking the house apart. No, Finn, grab the other handle to pull it up.
Sean, be careful, mate.
Right, we can stay in here. Big balls of bells of fluff everywhere.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, good to be back.
Good to be back.
Yeah. Back home. Hey, Finn. Bet it feels good to be back home.
Inside the floor.
Hey, Finn.
If my anus crack. I need a charger. For my friend. Give me a charger. I need a charger. Mommy!
Not last season, the talisman was that man in your picture there with a ball in his hand. He's got a hat-trick today, Bruno Fernandes. But today, there was many a player who stepped up.
There's no doubt it was a hard day for Leeds United. If you look at the away end, not a single Leeds supporter was left yet. They stayed behind. They had six here last season when Old Trafford was empty. This result won't define things for Leeds this season.
Of course not. Like I said at half-time, I don't think they changed the way they play, and they didn't.
2-1 down, 3-1 down, 4-1 down. The Leeds fans, more than anybody, you have to think of the journey that they've been on. They've not seen their team have come to the back of the Premier League and come here. They haven't performed today, but they will perform. They've got a great manager, fantastic players, and they'll be okay. And with the smiles on the faces, both the fans and
Watching
players, you
football.
can see what it means for everyone to be back inside Old Trafford. And the players obviously were brilliant for Manchester United today, but the fans more than played their part as well. What a wonderful atmosphere. Just to quickly remind you, there's plenty more happening.
Is it half time?
On BT Sport. We've got a brand new season
Half time?
of BT Sport score that's on its way in
What was the score?
minutes. As is day 2 of the first test between the West Indies and Pakistan. Tomorrow we've got MotoGP action live from Austria for you. Jorge Martin is on pole. And all the Champions League Wealth action available on BT Sport next week before the serious stuff gets going in September. Well, what a day for Manchester United to welcome 75,000 fans back to Old Trafford. 4 assists for Paul Pogba, but a hat-trick for Bruno Fernandes. Their top scorer last season picks up where he left off. 3 goals, 3 points, the perfect start for Manchester United.
Smash. Oh, sorry, didn't even see him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice.
Because I feel is the best white ball batter England has in terms of stroke making. And can he transfer a little
Oh, those are nice.
Nice. Right. Sean, calm down. The floor needs. I need to do the floor. Huh? Relax, Sean.
Peterborough United are piling on the penny for Derby. But they're feeling right at home in the championship now. Burn did make a mess of it. And Dembele, he pounced.
Absolutely brilliant. The scenes here are delightful on a Peterborough perspective. The substitutes made their impact. And again, Joe Ward being at the heart of things. Down that right hand side, Georgie Grant bashing that ball across. Nathan Byrne, wow, he does everything but can't clear. And the composure from that man, so he can get back.
I need to write them down.
Hugh Bedlam. Peterborough United are piling on the penny for Derby. But they're feeling right at home in the championship now. Burn did make a mess of it. And Dembele, he pounced.
Yeah, 2 at-a-time goals for Peterborough. Siriki Dembele got 13 goals for them last season. He's got his third of this, but it was shocking defending, wasn't it? As far as Derby County concerned, they are still playing in that game. And let's talk about Crystal Palace and Patrick Vieira. I mean, look, this is Michael. This is a huge test for Vieira, isn't it? He hasn't been an unqualified success in management, and he's gone into a club which needs, or seems to be heading towards a total change of style.
Yeah, big job for him. They're in transition. You see how many players have left the club in Gary Cahill, Klein, Dan, Saka, Van Arno, Wickham, experience, and they've gone younger. I'm looking at Mark Gigi, £18 million from Chelsea. Like him, but £18 million. Anderson, good signing, very good signing from Leon. He was on loan at Fulham last year, £15 million. Good signing in my opinion. I liked him last year. It was tough for him. Michael Elise, young player from Reading, real talent in the Championship, but we've talked about already. This is a step up in a team that I believe it's going to be a struggle for Patrick Vieira in his first season in the Premier League.
Do you think the Palace fans will take that though, because they're so used to Roy Hodgson, pragmatic, just survive. They wanted a more exciting brand of football. They built Vieira.
Yeah, but he's surviving, Benny. This is what we're talking about. Be careful. Yeah, be careful what you wish for. And Roy Hodgson, sometimes you talk about players who play for him, regimented. They do the work. They know it. You know your job. inside out, and they're never disappointed. Did an incredible job there. And for Patrick going in there, it's a big challenge, but one you can't turn down, an opportunity to come to the Premier League.
Yeah, and their signings, I mean, some of you named some of them, Michael, but most, you know, the likes of Michael Elise and Conor Gallagher as well, suggest that they are going to play in a completely different way.
You know, so I mean, the players you just said, I like Gallagher, I think he's a hard-working lad. He
Find what?
puts in a shift.
The match.
It'll be on somewhere.
Oh. I think it might be on here.
Catch him around the corner at deepish leg gully. Some swing tradition with the Greases. Ridden well.
You don't know if it is going to be on.
Morning!
I'll get it.
A drinks for Siraj. Siraj. Bowler. Very good spell. A lot of bounces in that spell. When you bowl a lot of bounces as fast bowler, you generally tend to bowl a lot lesser than normally you would because of the amount of energy you need to put in every ball to get a good bounce rate.
That's a good lead, but this is the challenge for Butler. Knowing where his off stump is, knowing where his off stump is when batting at the nursery and Slope taking the ball back to him.
Finish to that game. We're going to sit here and have a little look back, especially at those last 11 minutes or so, and the concerns for Derby 2 continue to mount up, but joy for Peterborough and their super subs Harrison and Dembele got the winners late on. Reaction on the way.
Lost his wrist and lost the ability to keep it right behind the ball.
So for me, that was the only thing that I felt was lacking last season in terms of closing the gap between them and Manchester City, was them having an out-and-out goal scorer. They're splashing nearly 100 million on one. one of the world's best, by the way. So I think, yeah, he's 100% the right man for that job.
As a central defender, Michael, is he one of those players you least enjoy playing against?
He is a man mountain. He pins you. He'll bring plays into play. What a signing he is for Chelsea. He has made that gap smaller now between Manchester City and Chelsea. And you see him here in his early days in the Premier League. He goes past his strength. He uses his art, and he can finish. He has got absolutely everything. He's been away.
How's these white bits got on the floor?
Everton times. But he scores there. You get too tight for him. One thing you cannot do is get tight for him.
How they are.
Keep him at arm's length, and hopefully they'll send the ball back.
Push up, son.
If you've done that as a defender, because you're getting a wrestle with him, he is just too strong. There you go, little nudge, and he finished. He's a better player now than before he left. Oh, 100%. He's a lot better. 100% more to his game.
Who's this? Lukaku.
Now, and for them to pay 97 million for him, big signing, and great opportunity for Chelsea this year. Since Thomas Tuchel's gone in, he's done an incredible job.
Yeah.
This charger, you can keep it at the dojo if you want.
Wide, wasn't he? You know,
But because I don't need it anymore.
But look, he's
So you have your charger for here, you have this charger for the dojo.
I think we already know that Tammy Abraham's on his way out. Where's that team of Vernemers?
I think Vernon might play. I think he might play. I think what you need,
Everyone had him.
you only asked about Vernon. Ask him about someone else. Right, so with Vernon, I just think what you need with Lukaku, as Dawson said, he played against it, he will hold the ball up. I mean, the one player Hazard loved playing with was Lukaku. You just ping it into him, hold it up and go again. He needs runners around him. He needs runners as well. And if he holds that ball up, and there's no one more willing to run than Werner. I mean, sometimes he does the wrong decisions when he gets into certain positions, but he's willing to run. It's going to be hard. I think Chelsea are going to be in a position like Man City. We talked about the Jack Grealish situation, and all their players, as Darren said, on the left. You look at Chelsea, they've got a lot of football matches this season. They're going to be competitive in the Premier League. They're going to want to defend the Champions League. They're going to be in the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. They're going to be in all these cups. They need to rotate. This game, this day and age now, players don't expect to play week in, week out. They come in 1 week off, 1 week, and they're fresh. It's all up it's up to the manager how he can make it work. You know, do you play Bert? If you play Bert, I've got to play Havertz. Havertz for me is the main man. I think he's the main.
He's playing Bernard, he's not.
Yeah, and he's not playing Havertz, which you know for me is a problem. You know, but then you've got to play Mount. You know, and all of a sudden Jorginho's there, and then you've got Kante, you've got Kovacic, you've got Mount, you've got Werner, you've got Havertz.
You've got Pulisic, you've got
Hudson-Odoi.
Can you have too many quality players in attacking areas?
100%, of course you can. You know, the one thing Mourinho used to do when he was at his pomp, when he was at Chelsea at his pomp, the one thing we always used to say to everybody, we used to say, how does he keep everybody happy? And that's the name of the game. He has to keep people happy. I know people want to play, but you know, Hudson-Odoi now, will he get a game?
Ziyech, who's obviously
Ziyech, who's just done his shoulder. I mean, I'd rather have the players than this, you know, be at Walsall scratching my head to get a team out. Do you know what I mean? I want to have these players, but it's still hard at the same time. But these are massive players in the Premier League title race now. Lukaku's there, massive.
But Chris Boyd, as a striker yourself, you know, how would you feel about being in 1 week and out the next week?
Well, Darren touched on it. You want to be playing every week. You want to get your shot and scoring goals. And,
Guys, yeah, Chelsea Crystal Palace. I couldn't see it on TV, so and it is. I don't want to
You're going to be scoring at Everton and West Brom a bit more than Manchester United because he wasn't a regular. But that's when you were trying to find faults in his game. Belgium, with I've not seen that recently. I think he could be the difference this season. Chelsea, in terms of the way they played.
Guys, Wigan versus Black.
Jorginho was top
Ball.
7 goals in the Premier League for Chelsea.
Yes,
Without
so I
they are serious type of contenders now.
Yeah, every one of those goals, by the way, Jorginho's goals last season, everyone was from the penalty spot. Top scorer was 7 penalties. By the way, it's really interesting. You saw the European. Did you see the European Super Cup, the penalty shootout? And you know, Thomas Tuchel's taking huge credit for putting Kepa on for the penalty shootout and taking Mendy off. But if I look, it's the Super Cup. It's not one of the biggest Thomas, Mendy. You know, I'm a very miffed Mendy at that stage.
100%, 100%. What is he, 3 inches bigger? Yeah. Probably. I mean, I'm not being 3. You know, I mean, I remember Kepa in the final when he refused to come off. I can't remember him getting near too many penalties that day. You know, he's not a proven penalty saver. I mean, I just think, is that good man management of a case where you're keeping Kepa happy at the same time? He's a hero today, but yeah, it's... Yeah.
Well, the pecking order's the same today, Mendy starts.
I don't know who's going to win.
It's a big tournament. Wait till Hartlepool get there.
Look, I didn't think I'd live to see us back in the Football League. I know I won't live to see us in the European
Absolutely
Super Cup.
scoring the Super Cup.
Yeah. Let's hear from the Chelsea manager, Thomas Tuchel, now.
Thomas, your first full season in the Premier League as Chelsea head coach. How do you feel here and now about your team's prospects?
Well, we're really excited because fans are back. Makes a huge difference. The game is for the fans, and that's why we're very excited. We had a pretty unique pre-season, so not much of a preparation, but we have been half a year together. We know each other very well, and we think we are ready as we can be.
You've made 5 changes today from Wednesday night. Did the fact that that game went to extra time, went all the way to penalties, have a big bearing on the team you selected today?
Well, physically it was the worst thing that could happen to us, because some of our players were maybe not even ready to play 90, so we pushed them to 120. Mentally it was fantastic because we had a big experience together and the win in penalties. So yeah, we had to take this in our thoughts and in mind, and the changes are because of the physical input. And it was a very short time in between the matches, and we want to have the possibility to play aggressive and to play intense game.
So Lukaku played today?
Yeah. Lukaku, of course, today. But what sense do you have that his arrival is spurring on the rest of the team, even coming into today?
Well, it's not a secret that we had some trouble in scoring goals consistently as with our attackers. And I think that Romelu gives us this experience and the personality to, first of all, he's used to score, he's used to play in big clubs, he's used to...
Left winger, and that was a bold call that that's did.
Ready.
Very smooth pass across the area, Caddy.
Soccer Saturday, sponsored by Gillette.
The ups, the downs, and everything in between. Halifax, it's a people thing.
Let's face it, after the year we've had, many of us are carrying a few extra lockdown pounds. All that comforting and retreating has made them off, and those extra pounds can put a strain on our bodies. Now's the time to turn things around. Let's shop smarter, eat better, and move more. Let's peel, chop, blend and whisk up some good stuff. For free help and support to lose weight, search Better Health. Let's do this.
Check this out. It hasn't been such a long time since people first started shopping online, and it was easy to keep up with the clicks. Little by little by little by more, the clicks added up to be more than the stores, and e-tailers worked harder than ever before because they had to keep up with the clicks. No time for borders. Got to stay in control, to stay in the flow and continue to grow. But we'll help you. Keep up with the clicks.
Fancy something delish from Just Eat? No worries, we got it.
If somebody say Just Eat.
This is not my bag.
This is not my bag. Follow the itinerary, find the path, adventure. Where is she? What's an itinerary? Kind of lot.
This man has my bag.
I have her back. She has my heart.
Oh, it's beautiful.
When Bet365 was created,
Right, adverts to
we had a
film.
simple vision. We wanted to connect people to every game that mattered. We wanted to build the ultimate sports app. So, we did. Download the app and see for yourself. Like Bet365 is the world's favourite online gaming brand. Please, gamble responsibly.
We made billions from an empire of crime and left his son to pay the price. This is his story.
Soccer Saturday, sponsored by Gillette. The late game today, of course, is Norwich against Liverpool. Chris Boyd. Manchester City have bought Jack Grealish. Manchester United have bought Jadon Sancho. Chelsea have bought Romelu Lukaku. Liverpool's investment has been in Ibrahima Konate. Is that enough for them?
Well, I think when you look at Liverpool last year with all their injuries, they'll just be hoping that they get their squad back. Because we've seen this the previous season. If they keep everybody fit, you know what a threat they can be. Obviously,
Somebody say Just Eat.
For the ups, the downs, and everything in between. Halifax, it's a people thing.
He's giving it 110% out there today.
What a rollercoaster of emotions from Wayne Rooney this afternoon in the August sunshine. From joy watching his super sub Jack Stratton score his first ever derby goal, and time for a smile before despair, and to see 2 late goals. We can hear from him now.
Well, Wayne, how frustrating for you when it looks like things are turning? How would you describe the way it's turned out?
Yeah, it's hard to take. I think we were obviously the better team. I think that's clear for everyone to see. And 2 individual errors cost us the game, so it's frustrating, of course. But we have to move on. We've got another game Wednesday. We have to lift the players because these are games we have to win. So the situation we're in, these are opportunities for us where we have to win. So yeah, it's frustrating.
Lapses in concentration towards the end. Did you feel once you conceded one that the second one could follow?
No, not really. I think they had a couple of opportunities after the second, which that's normal.
rubbish.
feeling the pressure up there. So treble 20 for Fallon. Awkward dart for her. She's going to have to move to see if she can get that treble 20. And no other option. Great dart for Fallon. And just misses the top. So Silvic back for 8.
Under the circumstances, that could have changed absolutely everything. That was an amazing 60. The pressure's on him here. Wow, right in the corner.
Well, what a difference. Half a century to makes. That was half a century away from busting. He would have been in all sorts then. But it didn't bust. He now leads in the sets, 2 legs to 1. Sherrick having missed 1 dart at tops. To go 2-1 up, and within a leg of the match, remember.
Yes. It was a stunning dart when she moved over to the left. I saw someone earlier in the tournament, 120, yellow Klassen, I think it was.
2 balls.
Went 2 balls after covering it, so that wouldn't have been beyond the realms. He didn't get it.
No.
You invested in Jack Grealish, and me invested in Harry.
There's Jonathan Jones got right there.
That I can bring to football, and I give my time to learn the job, to really understand the demand of being a manager. And when I had all this answer, and of course fell in love with that, I think today I'm ready for the challenge ahead of me. A manager will always want the teams to reflect who he is as a person. On my situation, I will want the players to be on the field, to give everything for the football club. I think that is the basics that fans expect from the players. And then we have to add the tactical knowledge, how we will approach the game, how we will work every day in training to be successful, to win football matches. How can we be defensively solid? How can we scoring goals? We want to score more goals. How can we find the right balance to win games? And that will be really important for me to put the right structure on the field to allow the players to perform at the level that I know they can do. I think it's always a plus. Obviously, being a player, had the chance to play under some of the best managers in the game. I learned a lot from them, and obviously I will use it to be a better manager.
Right. So can you search up what channel Chelsea vs Crystal Palace is on?
And I have to be myself.
Daddy,
It's on there, isn't it?
No. Daddy, can you search it up?
I spent 9 years with Arsenal, and
They
that
said-
was the period where
Okay.
I played my best football.
No.
So as a manager now, I want to have this kind of relationship with the players to give them that confidence that allow them to express themselves. And I learned a lot from Marcel, and there will be some tools that I will use for my man managing.
254.
Right.
What channel is Chelsea versus Crystal Palace?
Right decision, well-run football club. They know what they are. They know they're going to be fighting for survival.
It does. No, I can find it.
No.
Eddie, I can find it.
What channel is it on?
It's not on TV.
Is it not?
No.
Why? Oh, because it's 3 o'clock. They don't have it televised at 3 o'clock, do they?
They had it last year.
But I bet they have it on here somewhere. Just search it. Right.
What noise? None of them.
Just try it.
Dave, it's only 3.
Alright.
Daddy, round, hit the round, hit the round, hit the round, hit the...
Isn't it?
Just try, see if it's on, because that has every sports channel ever.
Against Leeds, 5-1 in the end. Bruno Fernandes with his first hat-trick for the club, and Paul Pogba with 4 assists. Robbie was watching that game pretty closely. That's just the way you want to start a league season, Robbie.
Fantastic. You mentioned Pogba, instrumental today. Greenwood with an amazing finish. You know, we know how good a finisher he is. Bruno Fernandes, you know, didn't do that well at the Euros, did he? But started where he left off with Manchester United. I think, you know, Manchester United...
Oh, come on. Turn the radio on, it's Friday night and I can't be gone.
Doing it, repeat.
Oh, that's Norwich. Who they play? Liverpool. Today? Yeah. Huh? Yes, sir.
This season, that is for sure, against an Aston Villa side
So
which
today?
debuted to Danny Ings and another to Emiliano Buendia. Actually Young back on his own stamping ground at Watford, of course.
Who have
And Rafa
Villa?
Benitez, the new man in charge of the small club on Merseyside, Everton, as they take on Southampton. Only joking, Everton fans.
Oh, has he left? He's left Southampton. Alex to go to Everton.
Yeah.
Saturday, sponsored by